everybody. I thought I would pop on here and have a little knit and natter with you all because it's been a while and I've been a little bit quiet, so I wanted to let you know that I am still actively crocheting. I just haven't got anything kind of new to share with the world at the moment. You know how it is sometimes. So basically I am in the middle of recording the YouTube tutorial for the Pick a Mix sweater, which is this one right here. So I started recording it using a fine yarn. Don't know why, I just thought, do you know what, I wonder what it would look like in one colour in a fine yarn, because this is DK, and just see what it's like. And I really like it. But then I started to panic and I thought, well, it looks so different to this one. It does. Like this one, the colours are doing the talking. They really are. But in the new one, the pattern is doing the talking. Let me just show you. Because I weren't sure. Like I kind of stopped halfway through and was like, it looks so different. Like people were probably expecting to see another one of these. But then I thought, well, do you know, it actually shows how versatile the pattern can be and how different it can look by using a thinner yarn and one colour. So I have decided to continue with it. But it's taking me ages. I'm not used to using a fine yarn and I have to keep taking breaks. I have to keep taking little breaks because my hand hurts. My hand hurts. What's going on? That never happens. So I have been having to take little breaks. So this is what the original one looks like. This is what it looks like on the written pattern. And then I've done one panel already actually. It's this one. Just got to figure out what way it goes. That's the bottom. That's the top. So I've done one panel so far. Look how different it looks. Completely different, doesn't it? So yeah, it's a bit hard because I'm already wearing like 3 lots of crochet. But we get real close, not so close, you can see all my spots on my face. You probably can. And my orange nails. I painted my nails orange. Why did I do that? And I've got no nail polish remover. And I went to Asda and they haven't got any nail polish remover. So I'm just walking around with orange nails, which clash a bit. But yeah, I have done one panel so far. But then saying that, I did actually start another one of these. I went the next size up because basically the fabric that we create when we do this pattern, it starts off wide and then it comes and it gets a bit smaller because of the stitches that we use, and it not narrows down as you add more to your panel. So I like it, do you know what I mean? It's quite nice and tight fitting, blah, 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 blah. But then I thought, I wonder what it would look like if I went one size up. And then you know when you got something in your head and you just want to have a go, and I started doing that. So I've been flitting between 2 of these, which really I should be concentrating on this one because this is the one that I'm using for the recording. But you know what it's like sometimes when you get something in your head and you're just like, sometimes you just got to do it just to let it out. That's why I'm kind of taking ages. I haven't quite finished the panels for this either, but I've been working both of them up at the same time. Now I've used DK yarn again for this one, and that's what I used for the original DK acrylic, whereas this one is a cotton blend. It's Hobby Friends Wheel, I believe it's called, Friends Wheel. So where are we? This one. I started doing one in pastels and I've gone for the next size up. So I'm quite intrigued to see how this one's going to pan out. But yeah, I've done 2 panels, which I probably shouldn't have been doing. I should have been concentrating on the actual tutorial. But like I say, I've just had to get it out of my system. I literally really do want to continue. But at the same time, I'm just going to leave it for a bit because I do want to sort out this one and get it out for everyone. Because I know people are like, where's the pattern? I'm like, sorry, come in. Just getting a little bit distracted over here. You know what it's like. So yeah, that is what I've been doing. Also, I thought I'd talk to you about my hat. I've got a little bit of hair somewhere. It's really annoying. I can't quite find it, but it's there somewhere. Thought I'd show off my little hat. Basically, I've had this on all morning for about 3 hours now. The weather's turned here in the UK and it's getting frosty and it's getting chilly. I mean, we don't have crazy bad winters, we really don't. We don't really have great summers either, to be fair, but you can feel it when the weather turns, you can feel it. So then I think, oh, I need a hat. I haven't really ever made too many hats, not really. And every year I'm like, oh, I really need to make another hat. Like, I really want to make a Christmas one, Grinch style. But will I have time? I don't know. Because I've started 2 more projects, one with a fine yarn, so it could be here a while. But I thought I'd just show you my little hat that I've been wearing. This one's called the Free Spirit Peaked Cap. And I do have a YouTube tutorial for this and a written pattern. And it came about because last year during Christmas I had a bit of spare time, which was amazing. All the kids were here, my hubby was off work, we was all just chilling. It was lovely, and I just dived into my scrap box and started creating this hat, and I knew what style I wanted it to be. It's like the Baker Boy style with the peaked cap, because I had one when I was younger, when my mum went through a bit of a hippie phase, and we used to go to bike rallies called the BMF in Peterborough, and I loved going around all the stalls and seeing all the hippie stalls and everything, and oh, just take me back, literally, please take me back. So I got a hat from there, and I really wanted to recreate the style of the hat. It wasn't crocheted, it was fabric, but yeah. And then this is how this one came about, and it was lovely. Like, I made quite a few of them. I wasn't able to type up the pattern there and then, which is what I normally do, because I had the kids at home and my hubby was here. I couldn't just like come in my little crafty space and be like, no, you can all do it yourself. Do you know what I mean? So I did make a few. I wrote the pattern down on a bit of paper, old school, woohoo. And I made a few. I've got one up here that I can show you as well. This one's part of my decoration on my craft shelf. A little bit dusty. But yeah, so as you can see, it's got the peaked cap. But that bit is completely optional. It does look really nice without that part as well. I keep thinking about making another one and leaving off this bit. But yeah, it's just like a Mandela style shape, which then comes in. And I haven't fully tried it yet, because this is an adult one and people have asked about a kid's one. But it's an Aran weight and a 6mm hook, or whatever hook you need to find the gauge. Part of me wonders if you went down to DK yarn and like a 5mm hook, I mean, that might be quite good. Although saying that, my daughter had this on this morning. She's 6. She looked amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, do you want me to make you one? She's like, yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you ain't got time, why you say that? But at the same time, I'm like, she does look amazing. But I might give her the one that I made for the tutorial. That's what I'm thinking. So then I haven't got to actually make her one. But then I've got 2 daughters actually, so yeah, you do one, you got to do 3. But it is amazing seeing them wearing it, really amazing. But also my hubby, he's probably changed his mind because a whole year has passed. I'm so bad. But he said he'd quite like one. And he's got a larger head than me, I know that. Like, he knows that. Not saying it in a horrible way. His head is bigger than mine, so this what doesn't fit. He's tried it on. So I bought some chunky yarn in some dark colours, and I started making one with a 7mm hook. Well, this was like last year. I don't quite know what happened, but it's just gone in my whip section, shoved in there. So really, I need to finish that and just see, like, if you went up to chunky yarn and a 7mm hook, would it then fit a male more comfortably? So all these things I've got to do, I just don't have enough time. Sometimes I wish that crochet was as quick as sewing, because I do love sewing, and I love that you can start it in the morning and have a dress like 5 hours later. It's amazing. And I do love my crochet. But why does it take so long? I'm not fast. People think I'm fast because I've shared loads of things lately. Nah, I made them like 3 years ago. I can assure you I am very slow at crocheting. Hence why I'm still ploughing through the tutorial for this one. So that's my hats. I also wanted to talk about my little camel thing that I'm wearing. I can't really fit it in, but it goes all the way down like that, like this. Basically, I designed this, part of me wants to say 3 years ago, but it could have been 2. I don't know. But I did write down the pattern when I designed it. So it's in my little notebook, because that's how I used to do it when I first started. I'd write everything down in my notebook and make it. Then I would type it up on the computer and make it again. And then obviously then I started recording tutorials. I was like, I can't keep doing this. I'm going to have to type and make at the same time. So we skipped out the writing in the book thing. I don't really know why I did that. It just felt the first natural step to me. But I do have it in my book. And I have made one, because this was Aldi yarn. I'm not a massive fan of Aldi yarn, I've got to be honest. It ain't the nicest feeling yarn, but I just saw this colour pack and was like, love that. So I made my daughter one. She wore it for a little while, but she's very sensory. Very, very sensory, and she says that scratches, which I can understand why. It's kind of put her off a little bit, and I was like, there are much nicer yarns out there, I promise you. And I made my other daughter one as well, but it's in her school bag. Now that one is so soft, so I got her to feel that, and she was like, oh yeah, that is nice. But look at this little one. I made this little one. This is a little dinky one. I made this for my daughter, who always asked me to make her things. And then she never wears them, like ever. She never wears them, but she always wants them because she doesn't want to feel left out. Little Minky. But then I got my other daughter to wear this, and then my other one was like, but that's mine. It's like, but you don't wear it. You don't never wear it. What's the issue, dear? But yeah, anyway. And then I've got another one here that I made for myself. Bit weird looking actually with the green, and for some reason this one come out a bit big. I don't really know what happened. It's quite big, and yeah, whereas this one's a bit more closer to my neck and it feels a bit warmer. So I mean, one day I really hope to get out some of these style bandana cows, because I love them. I love the whole like shawl. I love the shawl look, but I don't like wearing them. I don't really like, I just don't feel comfortable. It just feels a bit big, and you got to buy a pin and pin it, and yeah, I'm not sure about the shawls. So this is like a good option for me because it's like a cow shawl. A showl. Could we call it that? Maybe. The showl. Don't sound very nice, does it? But yeah. And then last thing that I am so desperate to make and finish, and I was hoping I would have had it done by now because December's like 2 days away, but it ain't gonna happen. This is the one thing that I do actually need to get on with once I finish my YouTube tutorial, and I think I've shared this already. I've got one panel done, and I've just started my second panel, and I'm making a Christmas odds and ends sweater. So yeah, it looks a bit naff at the minute, but that's what I'm going for. Naff Christmas. Naff 90s Christmas style. And I really hoped that I'd have it done because it's the 1st of December. I want to be wearing everything Christmas because you only get to wear it once a month, don't you? So I need to bloody get... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That's how I'll talk though. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. So we need to blooming well get on with it. So yeah. That is literally about it for me for now. So I really do need to get back to crocheting this fine yarn. Why did I do it to myself? I think it's going to be lovely though. I think the drape is going to be absolutely lovely. So it's a bit awkward on YouTube because you can't really share pictures in the comments. YouTube, can you make it so people can share pictures in the comments? Because I would love that. I'd love to know what you've been up to. If you want to write down what you've been doing, how many whips you got going on at the minute. Are you ready for Christmas? I'm not. We never are. We have like 4 children and one of them has a birthday on the 21st. So it's like having to buy 5 lots of presents for small children. Ah! Yeah, but it's good. I do love it once all the presents are bought and then the family is off. The kids have had their last day at school, my hubby's had his last day at work, and we're all home and you just have this feeling like, here we go! Holidays are coming. I need to enjoy it because the kids will grow, won't they, and move on, and then it'll just be me and my hubby. And probably 2 of my other children. I don't think I can see them being with us for a long time, but that's absolutely fine. So yeah, whatever you guys are up to, feel free to write it down in the comments. So I'll see you later. Bye.